Last game that I want to play, Casablanca, which you hadn't seen. Lindsay, have you seen Casablanca?
No.
I have a famous scene from Casablanca here. I've redacted some of the lines, and I'm going to have the two of you read, filling up in the redactions on your own.
I just know the famous one. It's like, here's looking at you, Sam.
Yeah, and I wouldn't have recalled that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know if my brain's okay.
Have you seen movies? There's no difference for you whether you have or haven't seen it as far as what you bring.
I know. It's really not. It's like actually concerning. But I'm pretty sure I don't have dementia.
So let's see. Joel, Rick, Lindsay, Ilsa. There's no silent letters in Ilsa, right? It's just Ilsa.
Yeah.
That's not. And then I'll
Lisa, if you're dyslexic.
Lisa and Kirk. And you just fill in whatever you think it probably is for those redactions that I've done in here. It's only about a page, 2 pages.
You're going to be Renault?
Oh, you know what? I'll cover Renault.
Okay.
I think I can do that for everyone. And, all right.
Okay.
This is from Casablanca. I think I even, Casablanca is still up on the board.
Love that. All right.
Famous scene. I'll do the stage directions here. Casablanca, partially redacted. The orderly escorts Laszlo off the direction of the plane. Rick takes the letters of transit out of his pocket and hands them to Renault, who turns and walks towards the hangar.
If you don't mind, you fill in the names. That will make it even more official.
You think of everything, don't you?
And the names are Mr. and Mrs. Smith from the television show, not the movie.
Renault stops dead in his tracks and turns around. Both Ilsa and Renault look at Rick with astonishment.
But why the fuck, Richard?
Because you're so hot that you remind me of Maya Erskine.
I don't understand. Who is Maya Erskine?
I'm a film buff with him. I'm a Childish Gambino fan with him till the very end, even through his new music.
Rick's intention suddenly draws on Ilsa.
No, Richard. No. What in the hell are you talking about when you said through his new music? That felt pointed, right? Last night we said we weren't going to pay for another month of Amazon Prime. You said I was too hasty, and you said they have a lot of good programming like The Boys. Well, I've done a lot of it since then, and it all adds to one thing. Amazon Prime has too much content that no one's ever heard of, and I would rather watch Apple TV Plus. But Richard, the ads on Amazon are so tempting.
You've got to listen to me. Do you have an idea of all the costs of all of our streaming platforms put together? 9 chances out of 10, we'd both wind up watching something on Netflix instead. Isn't that true, Lewis?
Renault countersigns the papers. I'm afraid Major Strasser would insist.
You're a son of a bitch, but you're right.
I'm such a big fan, actually, of MGM Plus. And inside of us, we both know that streaming platform is not long for this world. You're going to have to settle for the middling content on Amazon Prime. If that plane leaves the ground and we don't have anything downloaded to our iPad, you'll regret it.
But I always have Vanderpump Rules downloaded to my iPad.
One letter is redacted.
Maybe not Vanderpump Rules. Maybe not.
Isn't it crazy how many typos are in the actual literal script?
Yeah.
This is the shooting script just downloaded.
Maybe not something on Bravo, but soon, and I mean soon, we will have a new season of The Valley.
But do we like The Valley?
We'll always like The Valley. We'd lost it until Jax and Brittany were back on our screens. We got it back. The drama of late 30-somethings living in the Valley.
And I said I would never watch another Bravo show.
And you never will. But listen, we have to choose what we will be watching on this flight. We can't share the same iPad again. Where I'm going to, there's no Wi-Fi, so we got to download it now. What I've got to do is connect to the airport Wi-Fi, which is not good for downloading. Ilsa, I'm no good at technology, but it doesn't take much to see that you aren't either, and we won't have anything to do but talk to each other on this long flight. And someday you'll understand that. Now.
Ilsa's eyes well up with tears. Rick puts his hand to her chin and raises her face to meet his own.
Do you want to watch The Good Wife? Really TV focused.
Oh, that was the most cohesive version
Yeah.
that I've ever done.
You
of
did say
that
you remembered the
game.
famous lines. Wonderful. It is wild how many typos are in the actual shooting script for the
Yeah.
movie. Although maybe it's just from copying like a you know how like
Right,
AI
right,
would
right,
probably
right,
copy
yeah.
a Xerox and make a
Sure.
PDF. But I thought that was beautiful, topical, updated,
Yeah.
SEO friendly.
I loved the new Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I've never seen it.